Greetings, fellow Taoists, and welcome to the Immortal Manner of 1991 Review. Here, this humble Taoist and all of you esteemed ones shall discourse upon the heaven-defying paths and the wondrous, fateful opportunities within the myriad cultivation realms. Today, we shall unfold a timeless classic, a record of a mortal's journey to immortality. This work, whether in its immortal-grade graphics or its Tao-infused plot, deserves to be called a towering mountain peak in the forest of Chinese 3D animation. Throughout Han Li's heaven-defying journey, countless opportunities arose. Today, this humble one wishes to recount the 8 great benefactors who sowed the most crucial seeds of karma, forming the very steps for Han Li to ascend to the pinnacle of the mortal realm. It is no exaggeration to say that if any link in this chain were missing, Han Li would have long turned into a pile of withered bones on the arduous great Tao. Now, I invite you, fellow Taoists, to open the altar and begin the discourse. First benefactor, Dr. M.O. The heavenly Tao cycles, and the workings of karma are unpredictable. A mortal man like M.O. Jiren, his heart filled with malicious intent, unintentionally planted a seed for an immortal legend. On the surface, he was a physician, but deep within his soul, he was a man mesmerized by the thirst for eternal life. He was cruel, even refining his own disciple Zhang Tai into a ghastly being. His designs on Han Li were purely for the purpose of body seizure. Yet, this malevolent fate was the beginning of everything. Without Dr. M.O., Han Li would have likely remained a mere errand boy at the Seven Mysteries sect for his entire life, submerged in the daily strife of the mundane world. It was he who led Han Li through the gates of cultivation, imparting medical skills and the eternal spring arts. Though his motives were impure, he inadvertently laid a solid foundation for Han Li's future in alchemy and opened the path to longevity. More importantly, from Dr. Mo's viciousness, Han Li quickly grasped the truth that the human heart is unfathomable, forging a cautious and patient disposition, a supreme survival principle in the cultivation world. Second benefactor, Reverend Golden Light. This figure was truly a wealth-scattering acolyte, arranged by the heavens. His real name was Qin, and he carried the heirloom, the Immortal Ascension Order, while living as a wandering swindler. Little did he know that his own greed in attacking the Seven Mysteries sect would become a critical link in the vortex of destiny, personally delivering a golden ticket to the great Tao into the hands of Han Li, who was then merely a 6th-level Qi condensation cultivator. A single fireball talisman not only sent Reverend Golden Light to his dusty demise, but also placed an Immortal Ascension Order, the golden key that allowed Han Li, with his pseudo-spiritual root aptitude, to enter the Yellow Maple Valley, into the right hands. Without this token, the gates of the blood-color prohibited area would never have opened, the Foundation Establishment Pill would have remained a distant dream, and Han Li's path of cultivation might have ended prematurely. Fellow Taoists, tell me, should Han Li not erect a memorial tablet to thank this great philanthropist? Third benefactor, the Ink Flood Dragon, Mac Jiao. It is indeed true that those with the surname M.O. share a deep fate with Han Li. In the blood-color prohibited area, this Ink Flood Dragon was more than just a simple level 2 demonic beast. It appeared precisely when Nangong Wan was at her weakest during her reincarnation cycle. After a life-and-death battle, the Ink Flood Dragon fell. However, its death initiated a romance between cultivators that would move heaven and earth. When Nangong Wan accidentally touched its inner core, the effects of her reincarnation arts were triggered, leading to a night of passion that cannot be spoken of in words. The Ink Flood Dragon not only offered its core to enhance their cultivation levels, but also served as an unwilling Moon Elder matchmaker, tying the red thread of destiny for Han Li. Brother M.O., you truly care for Han Li's marital bliss with all your heart. Fourth benefactor, Yuan Yao. When speaking of soulmates on the path of cultivation, how can one not mention Fairy Yuan Yao? She not only gifted him magical treasures, but also offered sincere and unwavering friendship. In the Heavenly Void Palace, she gave Han Li countless rare treasures, but the most precious was the Weeping Soul Beast. This small spirit beast was the bane of all wraiths and ghostly creatures, a testament to their life-and-death friendship, and a guardian spirit that helped Han Li traverse the netherworld and ghostly domains time and again. If one had to choose an MVP for the Great Tribulation in the Spirit Ether domain, the Weeping Soul Beast would undoubtedly deserve it. Not to mention, the 2 portions of 10,000-year spirit milk she gave him saved Han Li's life from a pursuit of the great cultivator Feng Shi and helped him turn the tide against many powerful foes. Without Yuan Yao, Han Li's path would have been broken long ago. Fifth benefactor, Feng Shi. The great philanthropist Feng, she was truly a wealth-scattering acolyte sent by the heavenly Tao to aid Han Li. He gifted the Azure Flame Wine, helping Han Li break through from the mid-core formation stage to the late stage in just half a year. He gifted the Wind and Thunder Wings, a supreme escape art artifact, which allowed Han Li to escape the pursuit of nascent soul cultivators countless times. When Han Li returned, he even taught him a method to cultivate the dragon scale fruit, only for Han Li to uproot the entire plant and take it home, treating the body-strengthening spirit fruit like a common snack. In the end, he even generously offered his own demonic core, demonic body, and bone marrow. Feng Shi, this debt of gratitude, Han Li has etched into his heart and soul. 6th Benefactor, Manhuzi. The karma with Manhuzi is a tale of destiny cycle. Initially, he used Han Li in the Heavenly Void Palace, but also gifted him many treasures like the Glacial Ice Pearl and the Golden Scale Armor. Later, tormented to the brink of death by the Zenith Een Archdevil, Manhuzi entrusted his entire fortune and his ultimate demonic art, the heaven-devouring demonic arts, to Han Li, merely for a chance at reincarnation. He sowed the seed of exploitation, but ultimately had a hand over the fruit of his entire life's work to the very person he once schemed against, inadvertently helping Han Li perfect the saintly devil arts and laying the foundation for his dominion in the spirit realm. 7th Benefactor, Reverend Zenith Yang. A fateful opportunity is just that. It appears at the most crucial moment. The auric essence and profound heavenly vine that Reverend Zenith Yang offered during the Grand Assembly against the Milan people were like the final pieces needed to complete Han Li's peerless divine abilities. The auric essence transformed his 72 azure bamboo cloudsworm swords into the incomparably powerful great auric sword formation. The profound heavenly vine would later, in the spirit realm, bear fruit that became the profound heavenly spirit-slaying sword, one of his most powerful life-bound treasures, which allowed him to roam freely, slaying immortals and devils. 8th Benefactor, Divine Sovereignty Yen. If Dr. M.O. was the one who opened the door to cultivation, then Divine Sovereignty Yen was a true master who guided Han Li on his path to becoming a powerhouse. From the great development arts he obtained in his foundation establishment days, their fates were already intertwined. Later, he became a living encyclopedia, answering every question Han Li had on his cultivation path. He helped refine a replica of the Tri-Flame fan, passed down puppet techniques and divine sense secret arts. Before passing into the Tao, he exhausted his last bit of energy to help Han Li refine a puppet with the power of a late nascent soul cultivator. This master-disciple kindness is a debt so profound that Han Li would never forget it for the rest of his life. The heavenly Tao is vast, and fateful opportunities are endless. This humble one has only touched upon the 8 most prominent benefactors. If any of you fellow Taoists know of other figures who quietly aided Han Li's journey, please do not hesitate to leave a comment below, so we may all contemplate and discuss together. Today's video will conclude here. Thank you, fellow Taoists, for listening. Please leave a like and a comment to add more spiritual energy for this humble one to produce future videos. Farewell.